guys, here I am with all of my shake stuff. I am super excited to share this with you guys because I tried it for the first time last week and it was such an awesome way of getting in all the things that I needed. I've been working with Allie Miller. She suggested a lot of these things. I've been having a really hard time recovering from my workouts and just having a little rough time with like hormones and all that kind of stuff. So I'm working so hard on recovery and making sure that my body has everything that it needs to be successful, not only in my everyday life, but as an athlete as well. So I'm gonna share with you guys the shake that I will be having every single morning after my workout. So my workouts will be anywhere between like 4:30 a.m. to about 6:30 a.m. Then we like have our meetings and stuff like that with our crew, and then right after that I will be having my shake. So probably ending my workout around 6:30 and then having my first shake at like 9:30, maybe 10. So there seems to be a lot of stuff on this table and that could be really intimidating. You do not need all of this stuff, but I'm just trying to give you an example of like how many different items I have and how it actually can be good in just like one simple shake. I'm really excited about this because I was having to do separate drinks throughout the day, separate items throughout the day, and it was really getting frustrating trying to like keep track of everything throughout the day. So here we go. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So I actually have 2.5 cups of ice in here already. I usually like to add the ice on top, but for the video it made sense to add it to the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all my powders in first, and then we'll add in the liquid at the end. So two of the things that Allie suggested post-workout for me was matcha mixed with maca. So maca is actually a root. So we're going to mix a teaspoon of each of these into the shake. So I'm so excited that I found this and that it ended up working out really well. I ended up actually just throwing everything in to this mixture because I thought even if it tastes disgusting, I'm just gonna get it in. So I'm gonna set everything over there when I get finished with it. But I was really tired of trying to like mix things up and have everything throughout the day that I'm like, this is gonna be either really amazing or really disgusting, and I'm gonna do it either way. Luckily it turns out really amazing. So the next thing I'm gonna have is creatine. A lot of people do this in pre-workout, intra-workout, etc. But I'm gonna go ahead and have it in my post-workout shake. I'm also doing a teaspoon of this. This is 500 milligrams. You don't have to have that much, or 5,000, I'm sorry, milligrams. You don't have to have that much, but that's what I'm doing. Next up is going to be the L-theanine. I take this on a daily basis. I was taking a couple other ones, but ended up cutting those out, and I actually take those in a pill form. So for 1/4 teaspoon, it is just under 500 milligrams. So I'm gonna kind of just take a little guess, and it's about 1/4 teaspoon. And that is again L-theanine. And I get these ones that are in these containers, I get it from bulk supplements. So the next one I'm gonna take is glycine. Glycine I take twice a day. I take 1/4 teaspoon each time. It is just a little over 1,100 milligrams. I do this once post-workout and one before I go to bed with my Relax and Regulate. So I'm gonna add that in there. It's more granular. All right, next I'm gonna do my collagen, which is super awesome. This is my favorite brand. It is Vital Proteins. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. It's Vital Proteins. You can take 1 or 2 scoops. I'm gonna do just one because I still have a protein powder to add to this meal. So I'm just gonna do 1 scoop of this, and I really only do 1 scoop every day. This is unflavored. Everything so far is unflavored. Of course, matcha tastes like matcha. So unflavored. Next, I'm gonna do this. I'm super excited about this. I've had this in the past. It's NeuroRoast Instant Americano. So it's supposed to be like coffee, but it has 5 superfood mushrooms for better focus and energy. So I don't know if you guys have heard a lot of the benefits of mushrooms like lion's mane, chaga, etc. This says, yeah, it says lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga, reishi, turkey tail, and then it added cinnamon to it, which helps with blood sugar. And then it has 1,000 milligrams of adaptogens per teaspoon. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon. This does have caffeine in it, so be aware of that if you do decide to go on there and purchase it. I love this stuff. It can be a little bit expensive, but if you're not doing 1 coffee and you're just doing the shake instead of the coffee, it's a really great option. So, oh, my powders. So, okay, you do not have to use these brands. However, I have them on hand. I enjoy them. My favorite one is probably the Complete Wellness Salted Caramel. And then we have a bunch of different kinds of powders and proteins and stuff that have been sent to us, but American Metabolics is another great brand. I feel like mixing this in, it's the blueberry cheesecake one. I feel like that would be really awesome. I'm not gonna mix this one in today. I'm gonna use the salted caramel, and I'm just gonna add 1 scoop of this. What I do like about all of the keto-based ones is their fat is higher. So you can use a regular protein, but you already have some protein in here from the collagen and all of that stuff. So this one, the fat is 16 grams, carbs are 3, and protein is 13. So the highest thing in here is gonna be your fat. So I'm gonna just add 1 scoop of this. Mix it in there. And then we're gonna add all of our liquids. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna add almond milk. I enjoy almond milk, unsweetened vanilla. I also enjoy cashew milk. I enjoy coconut milk. You can have whatever you want. You can even do raw milk if that's what suits your fancy. But I am doing almond milk today. This is what was on sale. I realize that this is not a liquid measuring cup, but we're gonna use it anyways because that's my life. I add 1.5 cups of this. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of MCT oil. If you do not do well with MCT oil, you do not have to add this. This is just another really good way of me getting in different kinds of fats. So I find a lot of benefits from the MCT oil. I'm like kind of shaky right now. I don't know what my deal is. So we're gonna put those down here. I then have my heavy cream. You also don't have to add this as long as your fat ratio's equaling out to what you want. But I like my stuff to be a little more creamy than some people, so I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons to this rather than adding it to another coffee. And then last but not least, I have 2 different types of fish oils. Now, I get asked a lot why I do 2 different kinds of fish oils. We actually have 3 different kinds of fish oils. This is just because Robert and I have bought them separately. We both use them a little bit here and there, but mostly me because I do not eat fish. I have an extremely hard time getting in my omegas because I don't like fatty meats. I don't like fish. I just really don't eat a whole lot of things that's gonna have my omegas in there. So I am adding 2 different ones. You do not have to add any. You don't have to add both of them. You can add 3 of them. You can do whatever you want. I am at a deficit of this stuff right now, so I need to get my little boost up. So I'm gonna do a teaspoon of each one. They do have the same things in them, so they're about the same omega-3 fatty acids. They're about the same in the DHA, and then this one has higher EPA, and then it also has extra other omega-3s in it. So I would probably opt for this one first. I've heard that this one is actually most easily absorbed into the body. I purchased this one. But I'm gonna do a teaspoon of each. Now, this is the funny part. I have matcha in here. I have salted caramel flavoring protein powder in here. And then I'm gonna put 2 lemon flavored fish oils. This is where I thought it was gonna get weird. but I'll tell you what, it actually makes it taste kind of like a Fruity Pebble. And I can't tell you the last time I had a Fruity Pebble, but I was highly impressed. So we're gonna mix this up. I don't think I've used this protein, this like powder with this shake yet. The other one I used was a chocolate. So I'm kind of curious to see what this one's gonna taste like, but they have not done me wrong thus far. So I'm gonna blend this real quick, so bear with me. So generally I'll let it blend for about 25 seconds. That's what works best for mine. And then I'm gonna just pour it right on in my little cup. I actually usually drink this with a silicone straw. It's just easier to get in because of all the chunks of the ice. But I don't have that straw with me, so I'm gonna try it right now. Totally a Fruity Pebble. It is the weirdest thing. It doesn't matter what protein I put in there. Chocolate, salted caramel, the cheesecake one, it all tastes like a Fruity Pebble because, excuse me, the matcha and the fish oil. So I was thinking about not buying the lemon fish oil next time and just doing like a plain one, but I kind of really enjoy the way it makes this taste, but it's so good. I don't have the macros broken down for you guys, but I don't think that every single person needs every single item that was here. My body has been going through a lot, and this is just a really good way for me to get in everything that I need, and I'm giving myself extra boosts of everything that I possibly can just because I've been having such a hard time lately. So you don't need everything that's up here. And a lot of people will tell you, like, don't do shakes, eat real food, da 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 da. But if you're having a hard time recovering, if you're having a hard time with hormones, if you're having a hard time getting in micronutrients or your collagen or whatever it is, it's okay to supplement with a shake. It's okay to do that. However, my last meal of the day is gonna be about a pound of ground beef. I'm gonna have 2 eggs. I'm gonna have some bacon with it. So I'm having real food in my last meal, and I think it's like a 1,500 calorie meal later in the day. So I have this guy, which for me is gonna be a lot of calories. I have another coffee during the day. I might snack on some keto brick and then have my meal later this evening with all my meat and my eggs and all that kind of stuff. So the latter half of the day is more carnivore based. This part of the day is just gonna be my shake. It's gonna help me recover. It's gonna help my joints feel good. So that's pretty much it, but I'm just excited to share this with you guys because it is phenomenal. I think it's delicious. If you try it, let me know and let me know what you think. If it tastes like a Fruity Pebble, because to me it tastes exactly like a Fruity Pebble. Robert hasn't been able to try it because he's on prep, but I really want him to try it and it's so delicious. So again, use whatever protein you want. If you guys have questions about the supplements that I was using or anything like that, please just comment below. I will message you back, or feel free to send me an email, ask any questions you have. But for now, talk to you guys later. We'll have the weekly vlog out for you guys on Wednesday.